Hello, all you nerds and nerdettes out there, boys and girls, children of all ages. We have got a good one for you today. Not saying that any of our other content is not good, but this one here is definitely going to be a good one. Why? Because everybody loves great apparel and items to wear and to look good while doing it. So what better way to do that than showcasing the apparel company Martin Sports, based out of the chilly Upper Peninsula of Ishpeming, Michigan. We are going to be talking about the products they have to offer, showing them on camera, and you folks get to join me along the ride. So without wasting any more time, let's get into it. All right, we are going to dive into your more standard items when it comes to an apparel company. So you may ask yourself, what are you talking about standard items when it comes to apparel company? You guys know what they are. You see it anytime you go on a website and look at apparel, anytime you're in a name brand store, department store looking at apparel. We're talking t-shirts, we're talking hoodies, we are talking long sleeve t-shirts, we're talking long sleeve sweatshirts. So that is what we're going to talk about. And last but not least, hats. For everybody out there that loves hats, this nerd's one of them. But we're going to talk about those items. Now, the quality of these items is fantastic. So believe it or not, may be hard to believe, but that shirt right there has been through the wash at least 8 times. The gray color has not faded on it. The print for the Martin Sports has not faded on it. So they do stand the test of time when it comes to washing them. They do stand the test of time as far as durability, as far as use. Being in the Midwest, I can tell you right now that there's a large portion of the time I'm wearing a hoodie. That's actually my hoodie right there. That's the hoodie that I wear. I put my apparel through the ringer. So if apparel can hold up and last for the abuse that I put it through, it's pretty durable stuff for sure. So again, their durability, just based off how I've used it, is top notch, to say the least. Now, the next question is, well, how well does it keep you warm? I can tell you right now that the material that they use on this right here is a lightweight material, but I tell you what, it will keep you warm, especially on those breezes, those chilly days, whatever the case is. It's not a heavy as far as weight of material, but it will keep you warm with the way that it is. So it's a fantastic mix, because there's a lot of times where in order to get a warm hoodie, it seems like it weighs about 3 tons. Martin Sports apparel, not like that. So you're not going to have that heavy weight down on it. You're not going to have that heavy hood that seems like it's drawn down and trying to strangle you from behind, but it will keep you warm just like those heavy hoodies do. Now, they do come in an assortment of different colors and different designs. This right here is just your standard gray with the gray print. Now, they can print in all kinds of different colors. They do have a lot of this stuff for sale on their website, as well as they also have, when it comes to their standard apparel items, something that is trademarked, so to speak, up in the Upper Peninsula like that, known as the UP. The Youper is what they call it. If I mispronounce that, Scott, I completely apologize. But the Youper, which is the Upper Peninsula, they have a very distinctive, and they being Martin Sports, plaid design that was designed by Scott Martin. And the way that they inlay it is fantastic. The way that they use it, they have a lot of items that are inlaid with it. So it's definitely a really cool product line that they do have there. And it's fantastic. So again, they can print in all kinds of different colors. They can go your standard colors. They can go your bright colors. Obviously, and we'll get to that here in just a few minutes, but again, they can print in bright colors as well. They can print all kinds of different designs. So again, check out what they have if it's something that you're looking for as far as custom. Guess what? They can work with you on that as well. Again, all of these standard products and their more specialty items that we're going to get to you can see all of the sale items that they have, all the items they have for sale, and all the products that they offer at martinsports906.com. Now, again, t-shirts are the same way. The material is fantastic. It is lightweight material. It doesn't soak in perspiration or sweat at near as much as some of the other materials and some of the other shirts. So again, it's very nice, but it's durable. And again, they do not only t-shirts, but long sleeve t-shirts. They also do hoodless long sleeve sweatshirts. So they offer all kinds of different items that you can do and use. Moving on up from the base itself, we're going to go up to the top there. Their hats. The hats that they offer are fantastic. Now they offer a full assortment of different styles. This one right here is a flex fit hat. Again, I like the flex fit. It's very nice. Now myself, being a gamer, you guys have seen the Nerd stream for long periods of time. You've seen us do broadcasted and charity races as well. We're sitting there for a long period of time, especially when it comes to races. You're working up some body heat as well. These things are fantastic because it's full mesh on the back, so it allows all of that extra air to escape, but allows us to wear the hats, which is fantastic. Now they do, again, just like every other apparel item they have, there's an assortment of different colors and designs that they do have. Yes, that also includes the Upers. They do have the UP design as well that does come up on there. Again, with the plaid or solid color. You have to check out their website to see what they have to offer. But again, a lot of fantastic items. And they do come in some assortment of colors to include bright colors. So for you construction workers out there or you hunters, they got you covered. So again, very bright, very vibrant colors that they do have. This one right here is their Velcro back on it, but it does fit just as comfortable. Now, I'm usually not one for Velcro backs. They usually don't sit very well on my head, and I don't like the way that they feel. But this one right here, with the way that it is, I cannot tell the difference between that and the flex fit backing that's there. So again, very bright colors. Again, trucker style hat, so it's fantastic. But they can take care of you if you need a cap for the top of that dome. They got you covered as well. So again, it's fantastic stuff when it comes to Martin Sports, what they have to offer. Again, that's martinsports906.com. Go check out what they have to offer for the standard style apparel items. But that's not all you guys showed up to watch this video for. No. You guys wanted to see some specialty items, and we got some specialty items. So, without wasting any more time, let's dive into those specialty items. All right, now, the coup de grace. We are going to talk about specialty items. Now, Martin Sports offers some of the best specialty items on the market as far as an apparel company. The first thing we are going to dive into is their full dye jerseys. Now, you see some of them right now. I happen to be wearing the official NERDitudes one, but behind me, you see that autism one as well. That's a special design. Now, these are full dye jerseys. They use a process called sublimation, and what that does is literally expands the material that these shirts are made out of, inlays the color into the material, and then once it cools, the material and the color literally become one item. But before we talk about some of that, let's talk about the material. Now, this material right here, this is a sweat whisking material. The great thing about this, I know the sweat whisking material is not something that is new. You've seen it on other brands as well, Nike, Under Armour, whatever the case may be. Martin Sports has put a lot of time and resources into developing this sweat whisking material. Now, the great thing about this here, compared to some of the other brands, this is a very lightweight material. Now, I wear sweat whisking shirts underneath my uniform for my normal everyday day-to-day full-time job, so I know the weight of a regular sweat whisking shirt, but I can tell you right now that those shirts that I wear day-to-day like that for my full-time job are heavier than what these are. These are very lightweight. At times almost feels like you're not wearing anything, which is great. But Your next question is going to be, well, if they're that lightweight, how's the durability? These things are just as durable as what that was there that we just got done talking about. Very durable material, does not break down at all. This one right here is one of my primary ones. That one there is a newer one that I just got, not but about a week ago, week and a half. But this one right here has been through the wash at least 10 to 12 times, right around that number. And the great thing is the stitching holds up, the material itself holds up, and this color has not faded. This is the exact same color as it was the day it arrived in the mail. So that's where that sublimation comes into play. You can wash these full dye jerseys all day long. They are not going to fade. The color is going to stay as bright and vibrant as the day that you received it in the mail, which is excellent, especially when it comes to this beauty right here. You see that color variants that they have. They have such a wide range, and that shows you exactly how wide that range is. There's about every color of the rainbow in that full dye jersey over my left shoulder right now. And that thing is a beauty. That's one of their autism designs that Scott Martin designed as well. Fantastic design, and it is bright and vibrant. It will stay that bright and vibrant no matter how many times I run that bad boy right there through the wash. That is the great thing about these full dye jerseys. And guess what? These are custom full dye jerseys. So if you have a sports team, if you have a race team, if you have an esports team, guess what? If you want to sit here and you're a company in the esports era, or genre, or even sim racing, and you want to outfit your team, these things are the perfect ones. You've probably seen this jersey right here worn on my streams when I'm streaming games or racing, more so racing than anything else. Why? Because I'm building up so much body heat racing on there. This bad boy is so nice to have. So again, fully custom designed, how the client wants it, the colors the client wants, and they work with you every step of the way. These are fantastic things, and they put in, I mean, beautiful touches. The attention to detail that Martin Sports puts in to any of the stuff that they make. But as we're talking about, the full dye is just fantastic. You can see right up behind me right now, that whole collar there is actually handprints all the way around. So I mean, just the attention to detail when it comes to things is fantastic. The puzzle pieces, I mean, that is the most bright and vibrant jersey esports jersey that I've ever seen, and I've actually worn that out since getting it, and I've gotten so many compliments on the just range of color that Martin Sports can work with. So trust me, there's no color that they can't hit. There's no design that they can't get. So those things are fantastic. So again, if you are wanting something to outfit yourself, your business, your sports team, your esports team, your sim racing team, your real racing team, they've got you covered, because guess what? They not only have the full dye when it comes to the esports jerseys, they got 3 button-up polos, full button-up shirts that they can do that full dye sublimation on as well. There's a number of real race teams they have as clients, and I tell you what, those jerseys are nice. And if they can surpass the test of durability when it comes to working in the pits at an actual racetrack, and they're still in the same condition and still as bright and vibrant and beautiful as the day that those clients got it, I tell you what, that right there should tell you everything you need to know as far as the durability of what they have to offer on these specialty items. So again, check out what they have to offer. They've got a full collection of it on martinsports906.com. You can hover over the shop and you can search just for full dye items, and it will bring everything up. You can see what they have to offer. If you're wanting to special order something, guess what? Reach out and contact Martin Sports directly. See what they can get you. You will not be disappointed. Now, with that out of the way, we have talked about their full dye and their sublimation process. Fantastic process, quick turnaround as well, some of the fastest in the business. Now we are going to move on to a very good specialty item, and something that myself and my fellow nerds use quite frequently, and you've probably seen us use it on a number of different streams, especially when it comes into sim racing. So, last but not least, let's hop into the last specialty item we're going to cover in today's nerd review. Let's get it. All right, Coming at you with the final specialty item we are going to review today, and that's going to be none other than the sim gloves. I'm not going to say sim racing gloves, and I'm going to explain why. I don't just use these things just for sim racing, not just on iRacing. These gloves I utilize for American Truck Simulator. I utilize these things for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I utilize them for iRacing. So these are not sim racing gloves. These are sim gloves. Now, these are special design gloves. They come in two different variants. They come in a short variant that goes just to the wrist, and I will show you those in a moment. And they come in the full gauntlets that go further down. Both gloves, I have tried and utilized both of them. The durability on both of them are exactly the same. So the length of it is just going to be more user preference. I notice a lot of the sim racers like the gauntlet style going further down. Why? Because it feels more like an actual race glove that you would put on in real life. I know there are some golfers out there. There's some nerds that we have on the race team that they're golfers, so they're used to the wrist gloves, so that's what they choose. Again, that's all going to be user preference, has no play on the durability or the designs that they can offer on it. So, with that being said, I'm going to show you the first pair of gloves that I ever got from Martin Sports. Now, you've probably seen me utilize these on American Truck Simulator, which is quite fitting because they are the American flag gloves. Now, the great thing about these here is these things are leather palmed. Stitching on it is fantastic. Yeah, you got a little bit of wear, but these things got more miles on it than some people's cars have on them. So that's just a little bit more around the fingertip. The great thing about these here is that material there is that sweat whisking material they have. These things are so breathable. After a long stint of American Truck Simulator or sim racing, I can pull these gloves off my hands and my hands are bone dry. There's no perspiration on them. There's no sweat on them. Now, I'll have sweat running off my arm and everything else, but when it comes to these bad boys, when these come off, they're bone dry. I have not come across a set of gloves that I've worn at all. I mean, that includes mechanics wear gloves, anything else. I have never pulled my hands out of gloves and them not have some type of perspiration, or they have that moisture feel to them to where they're super soft. And I don't have that. These things here are fantastic. Now, this is the wrist style that they do have. Velcro on it is some nice heavy duty Velcro. Again, fantastic. On the wrist ones, as you can tell, their color that they have on them, they can have a wide range of color. Again, these things have been, used and utilized a number of times. That color has not faded, not a lick. So again, just like their full dye sublimation there, these bad boys will stand the test of time. Now, we're going to move on to another pattern here. Now, this one here is their gauntlet style. So this is that gauntlet style. That's more that racer style that they have. Fantastic design on it. But again, they do have that extra padding. All their sim gloves have that extra padding right around where you would be gripping a wheel or where you would be gripping a joystick if it comes to flight sim. And the fit is nice. Now, they do have a size chart on there. It does work out nice. But these things have a good fit on them. And as you can tell, they can come up with some really, really good designs. This one right here is actually one of Martin Sports' specialty designs. It's known as the Cyber Attack. And again, the style that they have in there, even in the M, if you actually look inside the design there, is fantastic. Again, that's that attention to detail that they have is just amazing. So again, the style that they have is excellent. And what they can do on it is just amazing as well. Now, this one right here is the NERDitudes gloves. So again, they can do specialty gloves, just like what they can as far as jerseys and everything else. Now, again, the limitation is only the customer's imagination. That's it. These things here, again, we got that nice pixelated design, but I mean, take a look at the stitching. They can do offset stitching on that. That's that neon green stitching. Again, nice leather. That heavy padding that's in there as well is fantastic. And they do have additional pads that are in there to, again, increase the durability and the level of control that you do have on it. The level of color. is fantastic. I mean, you're not going to get much better color when it comes to that, especially with the NERDitudes. You know, we do it loud and we do it bright. That's how we do it. But I mean, just the clarity of it with how these are designed to go around the hand is fantastic. So it's I have always been one that prior to even trying out the American flag gloves, which was my first ever set of Martin Sports gloves, I had never worn a sim glove really prior to that. And by never worn, I have tried them, but it didn't have a good feel. I felt like I had more control, or they didn't stop the sweaty palms, because I've got the sweaty man palms. They didn't stop any of that. It just led to more issues. It wasn't until I actually put a pair of these bad boys on, these in particular right here, that that I found my home for my hands when I'm in my sim rig, whether it's iRacing, whether it's American Truck Simulator, whether it's Microsoft Flight Simulator, doesn't matter. I always have a pair of these on. So again, that's coming from me who never, I couldn't wear them. I just couldn't. I feel naked if I don't have them on now. And my hands get sweaty. It messes with the suede and the leather on the wheel, whichever one you have, because you can get that on the wheels. You can either have leather, suede, it doesn't matter what it is. Perspiration will deteriorate that, will tear that down. Guess what? With these gloves, your hands aren't going to sweat, and your oils and everything else from your hands, your natural oils, are not going to get on any of your equipment. That means it's also going to prolong the life of your equipment. So keep that in mind as well for all you gamers out there. So again, fantastic products. I mean, they do an excellent job on everything they do. There is no limitation to what Martin Sports can do. I mean, take a look. There is no limitation to what these guys can do. You want some top-notch apparel? You want some apparel that is affordable, that is durable, that is breathable, it's going to withstand the test of time? I'm telling you, Martin Sports. Check them out, martinsports906.com. Go get yourself some apparel. Reach out. If you want some custom apparel, reach out to them, work with them. You will not be disappointed. So, with everything now covered that they do offer, and again, they offer a huge assortment of different things. So many so that I can't do it on one review. The only way you can do that to see exactly what they do offer is by going and checking out the website, because Martin Sports is not afraid to step outside of that box. If there is a demand for it, they're willing to go outside of that box. Martin Sports, as far as a sports apparel company, is one of those that's even working on exercise apparel as well. So your yoga pants, your sports bras, things like that, I'm telling you what, this is a place to go. You will not be disappointed. So overall, with the quality of the product, it's top-notch quality. The price of the product, I got a family. I got 4 kids. So pricing is definitely a big sell point for me, and they have some of the most competitive prices that you're going to find, especially for some of these full dies. For as long as what they last, you will not be disappointed. So again, check them out. The Nerds, 2 big thumbs up on that, big time. Excellent job, excellent product. Check them out, martinsports906.com. So on behalf of all the nerds here, on behalf of the official Martin Sports Nerd Review, we want to make sure that you guys stay safe out there, game hard, and again, it's not goodbye, it's just till next time. Be sure you get your nerd on.